thank you so much. This is such a great cause, the Leandro Boys and Girls Club. I brought a backpack, which was awesome, for the Boys and Girls Club. And it was a really hard decision for me, because there was like a cool looking backpack, and then there was a backpack that had better back support, And I was like, which one do I choose? Do I choose the cool backpack, or do I choose the sensible looking, good back support backpack? It was a tough choice. But I think I made the right decision, guys. I mean, who cares about scoliosis when you look sick? Alright, guys? I mean, like, technically speaking, if you do have scoliosis, you will look sick, so that's a different story. It's kids show, guys, kids show. So I'll tell you a little bit about me. I'm Malaysian Chinese, and I never learned how to speak Mandarin when I was growing up, because my parents would always just speak to me in English. And so I decided a couple of years ago to go to Taiwan to learn Mandarin for a year. And before I went, my friends were like, oh my God, Michelle, that is such a great decision. The way China is growing and their economy right now is going to be such a boost for your career. And I was like, yeah, man, I can't wait till I get back. I'm working in the office, typing away at my computer, and then someone will be like, the merger with China is back on. We need someone to speak Mandarin. Does anybody speak Mandarin around here? And I'll raise my hand, and I'll be like, I can. And then they'll race me down to the boardroom. I'll get to meet the Chinese team. And we can talk about what my favorite colors are, what sports I like to play. I'll seal that deal. Don't worry, guys, I got this. So, I've been here for a while, and all my friends are like, wow, Michelle, you're really settling into America really well. It seems like you're always making new friends. And I'm like, yes, that is correct. I do always make new friends, but it's more out of necessity than anything else. Because every time I'm going out, and then when there's a large group of people, and then we kind of split up, and then I'm lost, I'll call them, and I'll be like, hey guys, where are you? I'm 250 meters away from the McDonald's. And nobody here knows how long a meter is, and I just never see them again. So I have a couple of pet peeves with technology. The first one is Facebook memories, right? Because Facebook memories are always like 8 years ago today. And then I look down and it's like, you're still wearing the same thing, I feel like Facebook memories is just a really passive aggressive way of Facebook telling me that I need to buy some new clothes. But I don't care, Facebook, okay? I don't want you judging me. I don't need to prove myself with like an endless wardrobe, okay? I don't care about that sort of thing. And then the second thing, which I really don't like, is predictive text. Because Google will always try to predict what you're trying to say based on past behavior. And I'm like, no Google, okay? It's a new day, I'm a new person, I have new thoughts, alright? Stop trying to pigeonhole me. But I do feel like this small sense of satisfaction every time I'm texting when I write the word stupid and my ex-boyfriend's name pops up. Yeah, I'm like, that is true, Google. Not relevant anymore, but still true. Thank you. So satisfying, So obviously, as you guys can probably tell, I've got a bit of an accent. I'm not from here. I'm actually from Australia. But I've been here for a while, and every time people find out that I'm from Australia, they're always trying to tell me these Australian facts, And it's really nice, but it's just kind of annoying, because I've just been here for a while, so I don't care about how much you know about Australia, I just don't want to hear about it. So I started telling people I'm from Finland instead. Yeah, because nobody knows anything about Finland. And then they don't say anything to me. So basically what I'm trying to say is, even if I'm not finished, the conversation usually is. So, because of my accent, people are always like, oh my God, I love your accent. I wish I had an accent. And I'm like, you do have an accent. It's an American accent, There are so many Americans out there that think they don't have an accent. It's really weird. They're like that guy that goes to the gym and then he doesn't bring a towel because he thinks he doesn't sweat. And he's touching all the machines, being like, oh yuck, why are all these machines wet, It's so weird. So because I have this accent, I feel like sometimes people find it a little bit hard to understand what I'm saying. And I was giving this speech on religious education a couple of weeks ago at a school, and I was like, okay kids, who can tell me the difference between a pastor and a reverend? And this little kid sits up, and she's like, a pastor is a type of carbohydrate, and a reverend is a member of the clergy. Let that one sit in for a little bit, in case you guys didn't understand reference. So my company's had to do a bit of a restructure recently, and a couple of the teams have like had to merge together. So my manager, who used to be the head of sales and marketing, is now the head of business development, sales and marketing. And we had to do like a trade show recently, and he wanted to get new business cards made because he has a new title. And I was like, dude, it's 2019, man. Like, nobody uses business cards anymore. But he was insistent. So I was like, fine, okay. So I made him these new cards. We did the show, and then like the day after the show, he had 87 missed calls. And he's like, it's the business cards, Michelle. I told you, they're effective, you know? Like, people want to know that they're talking to the head of business development, sales and marketing. And when I looked at his card, I realized that the printing company had actually just shortened his title down to head of BDSM. I was gonna say you can explain that one in the car later on. Good luck to you guys. So, as I said before, you know, I actually didn't say this one, but I have a new boyfriend, and you know, like I was on the dating app before, and it was kind of hard, you know, because it's hard to meet people and try to find someone that you really have like a strong connection with, you know. But it's really nice when you actually find someone who just like accepts you for you, you know, guys. It's like so nice when you find someone who accepts you for you. Aw, you guys. So, you know, like some girls don't really like dressing up, or some girls really like staying at home. I personally really like it when I don't have to reach for my wallet every time the bill comes, you know? Yeah, it's not like I don't want to pay for shit. Like, I'll pay for stuff. I just don't like having to do it every single time. It's kind of annoying. Like, I feel like it kills the vibe a little bit, right, girls? Like, it just kills the vibe. It's like, why don't you just get this one, I'll get the next one. Like, you get this one, I'll get the next one. Let's everybody be chill, alright? Yeah, and then my boyfriend's always like, yeah, well, why is every second date at Carl's Jr., Michelle? Because I like Carl's Jr. What, you got something to say? Anyway, so we've been together for a while now. It's going really well. I'm actually on an employment visa, but I thought, like, I'm going to change over to the partner visa, because if I lose my job, then I'm not going to get deported, right? So for the partner visa, you have to, like, submit all this application stuff and prove your relationship. So I went to the consulate. I had like a package of information with my like photos of us together over the years, and like, you know, testimonials from friends and stuff like that. And I get to the consulate, I give the guy my package, and he's like, ma'am, I'm gonna have to reject your application. And I was like, what? Why? Like, we've been together for years. Like, look at all these photos. And he's like, ma'am, you've obviously just taken all these photos on the same day. You're wearing the same thing in every single photo. And I'm like, what? You expect me to believe you've been wearing the same shirt for the last 8 years? Nice try. So now I'm getting deported on Monday, which is great. So before I leave, I just want to end on one final joke. I want to tell you guys about the best feeling in the world. You guys want to hear about the best feeling in the world? Yeah. So the best feeling in the world is when you're with a friend, and you bump into, and like, you know, you're walking around, you bump into your ex, and then someone bumps into you, and then you look really popular. Yeah, it's great, you know, like I was with my friend, we were just walking around, and then I bump into my ex, we had to make small talk, and then from behind me, I hear someone say, Michele Lim. And I turn around, and there's this guy, right? He's really tall, he's like pretty good looking, he's wearing nice clothes, he's like, you know, pretty built. He's like, oh my God, Michelle, how are you? I haven't seen you for at least 3 years. And I was like, I'm good, man, how are you? And he's like, oh yeah, I'm good. And then he goes, oh, how's your mom? How's your family? And I'm like, oh yeah, they're good too. And then he's like, well, Michelle, you can't keep running away from me, you know, I want to see you soon. Call me. And he winks at me, and then he just walks away, right? And I say like bye to my ex, my friend and I walk off, and my friend's like, oh my God, that guy was cute, who's he? And I was like, oh no, man, that's just my dentist. Alright, thank you so much, I'm Michele Lim, it's very nice, thank you.
One more time for Michelle, everybody.